Newcastle High is more than just a school. As headmaster of this well-established and reputed institution, I am proud to be associated with the dynamic changes that we underwent to establish a new identity as a school of opportunity. And that's become our catchphrase, a school of opportunity. The new is family. That's what we call ourselves. That's what we are. Black and gold. Every learner at the school makes a difference and is part of a family. And in that recognition, we must all understand that it takes the best of what is within every one of us to make the real difference. And so it is a family that we can all accept the credit for the successes we celebrate. What is the reason for the school's success? The answer lies in our strength. The strength gained through our strong sense of community, which is seen in our acceptance, both as individuals and as a group, of our responsibilities. Newcastle High is a community made so strong by the pride and love we feel for the whole school. And the pride is what we feel is our contribution to our success. Further to this, our real strength, what it is about us that other schools envy without understanding, is that we don't absorb the world around us. The world around us, instead, reflects the best of what is in us. Therefore, in establishing and maintaining our vision for the school, we at Newcastle High base our decisions on retaining, encouraging, and persevering on some of the traditional values of our 134-year-old past. Values which we accept as proven and self-evident truths. The traditional training of our learners in their preparation for adult life includes physical training, mental training, and training in the virtues of life. We are a school which is unrepentant in focusing on all these aspects of life. We provide opportunities to participate in the widest range of co-curricular and sporting activities. In the critical academic side, we challenge each student to be the best that he or she can be, extending all levels of ability, supporting areas of weakness, as well as challenging the most able. So it is not surprising that the Department of Sports and Recreation recognized part of our success as being a school of opportunity to be a sports-focused school. And this initiative we have grabbed with both hands. So it is just not an opportunity for learners, it is an opportunity for the school as well, where every learner, despite their background, despite their financial status, despite their family upbringing, are given the opportunity to excel. And in this regard, we want to produce athletes, sports stars, that will take the opportunity to enhance themselves in ways they never imagined. As a school, if we help one learner change his life or fate, we have succeeded in changing a family, a community to which he or she belongs. Therefore, as headmaster, to potential sponsors viewing this video or listening to what I have said, we want you to get involved in our school and develop it as a sports-focused school and academy. We want you to get involved in the life of a learner so that you too can make the difference in a child's life.
Hello, I'm Gary Diaga and I am a sport coordinator at Newcastle High School. Now I started at NHS in 2011. Now this was never supposed to be permanent. This was always supposed to be temporary, basically a stepping stone to something bigger or something better. However, the one thing that really stood out is the approach and the passion towards developing talent in NHS. And that is why I love the school so much and why I have so much passion for Newcastle High School. That is the reason I'm here for the last 6 years. And it's because of this that I'm probably going to still be here, I don't know, for the next 134 years. Obviously I will look a bit different, but yeah. And because of this, because of the potential that this school possesses, I had this dream, this vision. And in this vision, I thought that, hey, if we are going to be a transform school, then I want to become the best transform school in South Africa. And if NHS is going to be seen as a development school, then we want to become the best development school in South Africa. Now, the government always talks about black sport development. Now, the problem I have with that is that it seems that they're always trying to force it at provincial or national level. And they never actually tried to do anything at ground-root level. Now, my solution to this is to give some of that responsibility to NHS. Support us and help us to create a sports development academy. In doing that, obviously we need to upgrade all our sporting facilities. We need to build a gym that will serve as our high performance center, that will basically be the heart of this academy. We need to reinstall and upgrade our hostel, and we need to start creating a trust fund. Now that is the most important thing, is the trust fund, because out of that trust fund we are going to go and look for learners across South Africa in rural areas, learners who has the potential to become great sports stars, but they don't have the finances or the support to get there. We will take these learners and we will put them into our hostel, and we will develop and enhance their sporting ability and also give them a cultural and academic background. Now, in doing that, obviously I feel our sport and our school will slowly but surely become better because we're attracting these different learners. But as we start becoming better, obviously we will start attracting that cream of the crop that I spoke about, and that the better learners around not just Newcastle, not even Northern Natal, but even KZN will start coming to NHS. And I promise you, we will become one of the best sports academies in South Africa. Now, the funny thing is that a few years ago, the Department of Sports started this initiative, this program, where they identify certain schools in South Africa as sport-focused schools. Now, we as NHS was identified as a sport-focused school. Now, what it means is that the Department of Sport will provide us with sport equipment. They'll also help us to upgrade certain sporting facilities and also help us to develop certain coaches. In doing that, they will send learners that they will give full bursaries to. Again, they will identify these learners all over South Africa and they will send them to NHS, and we will put them into our hostel. We will also develop their sporting abilities and also give them academic and cultural background. So like you can hear or see that it's more or less the same as my vision as a sports academy, but in a very smaller scale involving NHS, but obviously in a bigger scale involving the whole of South Africa. But once again, if I'm going to become, if NHS is going to become a sport-focused school, then we want to become the best sport-focused school in South Africa. So when the government and the department sits around the table and they start talking about a sport-focused school, our name must come up first. And they must say, how? Wow, this school took this idea of a sport-focused school and they actually created a whole sports academy, a development academy. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this opportunity that we receive as a stepping stone to go towards a sports academy. So far the Department of Sport has kept their side of the story. They have provided us with a lot of sport equipment. Some of it we divided between the different sport codes that we offer, but most of it we locked away for the upcoming 2017 season. They've also sent Mr. Governor, Mrs. Kuman, myself, and other coaches and teachers to lectures and coaching clinics to help us to get this sport-focused school program going. With that, the school has also invested a lot of money in a borehole and water irrigation, which will help us to upgrade our sport fields. We are also in the process of building our gym, which will serve as a high performance center like I explained before. And we also started to create a personal sport development program that will see me intensifying certain learners in the school that we see as high performance learners, and during their PT lessons during school hours I will take these learners and I will give them personal development coaching and help them get them from their current level to a completely higher level. So like you can see, we are taking a big step in becoming a sport-focused school, and we are getting there. But we've only managed to take a small step towards the sports academy. And in order for us to go all the way, in order for us to actually get this thing started and become this amazing sports academy, we need help. We need the support of parents, of old learners, old boy clubs, businesses. We need them to help us get sponsors so we can fund this thing and actually get this thing going. Now, if you know me, you know that I don't really like to be in the spotlight. I don't like doing this. I don't like talking too much. Okay, my girlfriend will disagree, but I don't like talking into a camera on a spotlight. But I feel that I have to get out of my comfort zone to show you how desperately I want this thing to happen. There are millions of children in South Africa out there that has the ability to become great sports stars, but they don't have the finances or the support to actually get there. Now, with this Development Academy, I want to help these learners. I want to go out, I want to fetch them, I want to give them the opportunity to get somewhere. And the beautiful thing about NHS is we have a brilliant academic program, so they will always get a plan B. If they don't succeed in sport, they will always have a plan B to actually get somewhere in life. So I need you to help me, to help NHS to get this thing going, to help these children in South Africa. So I'm pleading to you, please help us. Thank you.
To me, the heart of the matter is that we at Newcastle High will continue to travel the harder road. We will continue to have expectations. We will continue to have ideals. We will continue to be that school of opportunity. Warm soul and arms of steel, but luckless on his love. Once upon a time an angel prayed for him. They had a destiny.